Today's case is a battle over $5,600 and a shocking 30% interest rate. A mom, student, and teacher is fighting to pay, but the judge isn't letting predatory lending slide. Expect heated terms, a surprise settlement twist, and a lesson in why interest can destroy your wallet.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your name, ma'am?
Laura Bryan.
Counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brad Johnson, P75416, on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right. Let's see this one. I didn't have a motion on this, did I? Oh, yes, here it is. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so this is your motion to set aside default judgment, ma'am. You can go ahead and proceed. Tell me what you'd like to say.
Good morning, Your Honor. So pretty much my motion, let me pull it up here. I'll sound like a rambling fool. So with what was going on is I sent the timeline. Pretty much I was served that I had an outstanding balance with LVNV funding. I did call to make some payment arrangements. I was told that the payment arrangements weren't suffice. They took all my financial monthly contributions and put them together, and it still wasn't enough. I did tell them that I would call back if I was able to, and I was greeted by a lot of unprofessionalism and was told that they seen everything in the system for my financial monthly, I would just say stresses. So I went over everything with the person in the office about
Ma'am,
what
let
I
me
pay
stop.
monthly
If
for
you owe
everything.
this debt, if you owe this,
And then
ma'am,
offered
listen
the
to me.
$80. She
Listen,
said she's seen it in the system. She would get back.
wait. We're not getting a very good connection. Do you owe this debt?
I do not know if I owe this debt, McNally.
Well, it's Judge McNally or,
I was given proof, with Your Honor, I'm sorry.
nothing. It's okay. Everybody calls me by my
I
last.
apologize. It's my internet connection. I promise I have walked all around this school from every classroom to classroom to find the best internet, and I cannot find it in this school. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. What school are you at?
I work at an early head start for Starfish Family Services.
All right, listen. What was the interest rate on this, counsel? Can you tell me?
Your Honor, it was above 30% this loan. I did speak with Miss Bryan in the breakout room, and I thought we had, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
30%?
Yeah, it's not a good loan. I'll give you that. But we did talk in the breakout room, and I think we came up with some type of resolution to this.
Well, that's good to hear. Tell me what it is.
Well,
That's just thievery. You know that? 30%? That's just thievery. 30%.
I didn't.
The deal sounds good, $80 a month, no garnishment. But at that rate, this debt could linger for years. Even with a lower post-judgment interest rate, the judge warns her, pay it off fast or it'll cost much more.
I know, Your Honor. I didn't create the loan. I understand. I
know.
understand.
You gotta be careful what kind of interest rates you're getting when you get something, ma'am. Right?
I wish I was a little more educated on things when I was in my 20s.
All right, tell me what your resolution is here.
Your Honor, we agreed to set aside the May 5th default judgment and enter into a consent judgment with a payment term of $80 a month, beginning July 10th of this year and then the 10th of each month thereafter. So long as Ms. Bryan makes the payments, plaintiff shall not institute any type of garnishment relating to wages or a bank account, financial institution. They do reserve the right to issue a garnishment relating to the state tax refund. Obviously, if Ms. Bryan defaults and we don't hear from her and we file the appropriate paperwork, then, you know, all bets are off and they can do anything legally they can to collect the outstanding balance.
So the default judgment would be set aside. Consent judgment, 80 per month, beginning July 10th. What's the total amount of the consent judgment?
Total amount, $5,600. $617.78. Yeah, so it's the same amount as the default.
Ma'am, if you pay $80 a month, you're gonna be paying this, I think. I don't have a calculator here. I'd have to figure it out, but 30% just on the 5,600 would be somewhere in the neighborhood of about $1,680 a year just in interest. If I was you, I'd figure out a way to pay this off. I don't care
Your
if
Honor,
Go
I
ahead.
was going to request if we could put within the agreements that I was given a lump sum payment of $4,213.33 that I could pay to settle. I live paycheck to paycheck like every other American, but if I do somehow come across that amount of money and I could pay it off, is there a way we could write in there that would be a secured sum that I could pay? I do plan to stay in good faith and pay my $80 a month. And if I do come across any extra money, I plan to pay on the sum as well.
So he's offering you the opportunity to pay $42,1333 in full and complete settlement of this case. Is that what you're telling me?
Correct, Your Honor.
Is that true, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, we did discuss that figure in the breakout room, and I do have to state, Your Honor, that post-judgment, that egregious interest rate from the original loan is not going to be the rate on the judgment.
You're right. You're right. You're right. But still, the point is that you can get rid of this for 4,200, but I think what you're also telling me is you can't do this, right? You can't pay that now?
No, I really wish I could, but I live, I'm a college student, a teacher, and a mom. I live paycheck to paycheck, unfortunately.
And
no, that's no excuse for my financial obligation, but.
Is there something you could put in the judgment that if defendant pays 42,1333 on or before, that she'll be credited payments? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if she comes back in 6 months and has a lump sum, obviously the number would change because she's been making payments.
Game changer. Settle now for $4,213, about 75% of the debt. She can't pay yet, but the judge locks it in for the future. If she finds the money, the debt's gone, proof that smart negotiation can save thousands.
So
Right.
that 42 would go down. I can state on the record and put something in there that so long as the payments are current, you know, obviously the plaintiff will entertain a lump sum settlement of.
Well, but you're just saying a lump sum settlement offer. You're
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything. That's not even worth the paper it's written on.
I mean, that's the figure now, you know, I can put that in there, I mean, that number will not, I mean, they'll always accept that.
No, I get it. Let's see here. So, ma'am, I just want you to understand, I don't know what exactly the statutory rate is right now, but that's what this will accumulate interest on. So I did misspeak. Post-judgment, you're not going to pay anywhere near 30. Okay? But it would still behoove you to get this paid off sooner rather than later. Do you want to do this, ma'am? Or do you want to talk to him further? He's saying 80 a month starting July 10th. I can't get any more involved than I already have. If you want to take this.
Yes, Your Honor, that was my proposed monthly amount. And it is the same monthly amount that when I called back to speak with them and offer more, even though it creates serious financial strain on me. I really want to do good faith and get this cleared up. So I was the one to suggest the $80 a month. I just wanted to protect myself with the lump sum payment and lock in with that 4,000 with the 80 taking away from it. Because if I do, like I said, if I do end up finding any extra money, I plan to take care of my financial responsibility here.
I understand. mean, I can't do anything more than I already have. So do you want him to prepare a order that sets aside the default judgment, then enters into a consent judgment with you for that sum, 56,1778, with the understanding you pay at the rate of 80 per month beginning July the 10th, and the further understanding that so long as you do that, they're not going to garnish wages. You said bank accounts too, right, counsel?
Correct, Your Honor.
So they won't garnish wages or bank accounts so long as you make those payments timely. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree to those terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, okay. Anything else, Mr. Johnson? And does he have your permission to sign your name to that proposed consent judgment, ma'am?
Can we just update it to that if we have a lump sum, we can pay the 4,000 or whatever's been paid up till that date?
Can you do something with that? Other than just leave it wide open? You might not be at that firm next time, or you might have somebody else different, or somebody else might be working on that, right? I think that's our concern.
I'll put in the lump sum, the 75%. I'll say that's good, you know. I mean, I'll put it in the order that I guess that lump sum is available for Miss Bryan. It will be in writing and it will be in the consent
Yeah,
judgment.
but what if she pays $400 by the time she can do that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know, it's good now, but the number's only going to go down. I can say confidently that, you know, 75% of the balance, whatever it is at whatever time, would be acceptable in a lump sum.
Okay, so he'll give you credit. You pay 75% in the future, but there is going to be statutory interest added on there, which is a small sum. It's not anywhere near 30. It's not anywhere near 10. Okay? Is that agreeable to you?
Sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, so you're going to word it though that whatever the balance is at any given time. I just want to check. I'm not trying to corner you here. Whatever balance is owed at any given time, she can resolve the entire judgment and get a satisfaction judgment if she pays whatever 75% is of the balance.
Correct, Your Honor. Yeah, as long as she has not defaulted on the 80
Right.
a month. Yes.
So
correct.
you have to pay the 80 a month, and remember, that's only going to go down a little bit. But you get what I'm saying, ma'am, that if you pay those payments, whatever the balance is in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you can get 75%. You can pay
Yes, sir.
you can get that reduced to 75% of the balance, and then that would satisfy the judgment.
So I hope to pay down as much as I can, and then when I can find some extra money, then I will pay down whatever's left of that 75%
And you'll win the
balance and
lottery.
get
Who
this
knows, right? You might win the lottery.
That would be
I'm just kidding. You're a
After
very
I win.
pleasant young lady. Good luck to you, ma'am. So he's going to sign your name to that. Does he have your permission to do that?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have a great day. Good luck to you. Thank you, counsel.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Good
Thank you
seeing
so much.
You're going to submit that order real quick to me, right? So-
I got it on my screen, Your Honor. I'll get it to you in
Perfect.
the
Thank you.
The gavel drops $80 a month, 75% lump sum option, no garnishment if payments stay current. Fair deal or not enough? Comment below, like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.